morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Infinite balance. That was caught me right there. In effect, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your centers flows. And right now, talking about lifestyle, and not a lifestyle of like work, a lifestyle of consumption. And when I talk about consumption, I mean food. And let me tell you a little something about myself. I've been on a whole foods, plant-based diet since the old wise days of the 1990s, mid-1990s, coming up now, almost 30 years, you know? And from the 30 years, 7 of the years, I was on a whole food, raw, plant-based diet. And some other people may call that raw veganism. Now, I'm mentioning this right now because a lot of people out there, whether by choice or not by choice or anything like that, it's just they're choosing when it comes to consumption lifestyle, they're choosing it, they're going with the masses as opposed to doing what is good for the body, for the system that makes you thrive in life. Because there's people out, there's activists, I could just say, put the name down, even though I don't like the name, but vegan activists, that even though their health is like diminishing, they still won't eat the proper diet that's good for them because they want to save the animals or whatnot. To each them own. But in my personal opinion, everyone should eat to live. And even through my journey, for a brief little second, I was teeter-tottering around that so-called activism. But then we learned quickly that everyone has a balance. Everyone has a right to live whatever life they live. But what's concerning is that people have the lifestyle food consumption or diet, if you want to call it, that they're taking when it's not really healthy for them. Even ones that just want to save the animals them. I always been promoting like eat to live and don't eat just for taste and value. If you have to choose between the two, taste and value, and just eat to live, I personally just choose eat to live. And would be have a hermit kind of type of lifestyle where all my food consumption, it seems like I'm the only so-called raw vegan in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. But I live life flourishly, you know? And I just, with the vegetables, clean them off, whatever, have it on, because I keep it really simplicity with how I do the food consumption. And I do watch, especially lately, watching things that are really needed for, especially for raw vegans, or again, whole food, plant-based, raw diets. Like 4 major things I make sure that I always have with me, even though through like meditation or just thought process, I do believe you could like build that up with yourself. But I do make sure that I have like vitamin D, the K2, B12, and omega 3. Once I have all them, the rest you can get from fruits and vegetables, believe it or not. People always ask where you get your protein from. Well, fruits and vegetables. Where you get your iron from? Fruits and vegetables. Everything that the animals eat that other people consume, they have their, that's where they get it from, you know? Large part anyway. I know for other sections that they do the injections of all them other things, but for the most part, they do get it from the grains that they eat, you know? I was watching, I think it was Billy Carson, talk about he was like, vegan for 30 plus years. And he noticed, it wasn't working for him. So he did some, he went to a place called, the name escapes me, it's like Vercom or Verum or something like that, where basically he just gave that company his fecal matter and urine sample, and they came up with the perfect diet for his body type. It's the first me I hear of it, but it seemed like something that's worth checking out. Maybe you guys could check it out too. Because again, me personally believe everyone wants to be on this planet for as long as they can. But it's funny how some people say that, but yet they're drinking and all that sort of something there. But I do recommend that you do eat to live and just relax, take a pace, and if you love the animals, but you must eat animal because just your body, it's just your body mind frame that it needs it. It's all good, it's all crisp. Like, it's something that you're going through. Not even going through, it's the way how your body makeup is. Because everybody in the world have a different body makeup. People always come up to me, how could you be this for all this sort of time and you're still living? Some people think that like me being on this within a week, I'll be like just withering like ascend to the next realm, you know? But even that I knew from the less wisdom days that everybody has their own body type and their own foods that are equipped to them. It's just that when people go overboard and they're more junk food and all that and just putting all sorts in their mouths, which causes disease, dis-ease, and a lot of time people are pushing up disease into the next realm, if you know what me I say. So to each people over there, if you're watching, if you're a so-called vegan or plant-based, it seems like it has all sorts of names right now, vegetarian, raw vegan, whatever the case is. I think it's important that we all show love to each other, you know? And don't just go to restaurants or whatever and just protest against somebody just, making a living for their family and trying to just barge into them and making it your property. I always compare it to if you own a home and someone just come break into your house and say it's their home now because they don't like the way how you set up the dining room. You should set it up a certain way. So they're gonna come back and just clean sweep it. It don't make sense, you know? So this is something in my journey that I just been thinking about and trying to share with you, and just know that out there, like, make sure you're just eating as healthy as you can, what's equipped for your body and nobody else's. Because through science and research now, it's been proven that everyone has a certain type of, diet or lifestyle that's fit for them, but may not be fit for their compadres, or them wife, them sister, them brother, them mother, and any of them sort of sitting there. So everybody, again, from the beautiful city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, overcast, but the overcast look nice still. Good time to take pictures, with no shadow and light. But anyways, from the north, south, east, west, worldwide, if you're watching, Stay blessed, blessed, and more blessed.